It's recording now. Okay, so when you come in, you have the milker set up, put together. You pull this part straight off, first thing. Then you unscrew this. This will have milk on it. This is the most important thing to get clean. You immediately rinse it in cool water. You've had milk in the bucket, you rinse the bucket in cool water. I usually rinse everything that has milk on it in cool water and leave it sitting until I get back to it. When I get back to it, I have this red bowl full of my brushes and everything else. I then take this small container and I put about a tablespoon or less of bleach in here.
How's the label?
This is Clorox. It's under the sink. I use Clorox because it's supposedly easier on the skin. So I put between a teaspoon and a tablespoon in there. I add cool water, not hot, cool water. Then I crank up the hot water. And I want it as hot as I can. I use these gloves. I put the dish soap in this red container. I've got all my brushes. I've got hot water, as hot as I can. And then I rinse this out with the brush. I don't want any milk particles left in here. If you leave milk in there, you cannot sanitize it. It's got to be completely free of organic matter. And I take the silicone, the first silicone piece, I put it in the bleach water like this. I make sure it touches all the parts. I do not rinse it, because in 12 hours the chlorine will dissipate. I put it back on the strainer rack. In this white container is all the milking stuff, most of which is sanitized. Then I come back over, I repeat the process into the hot water using the appropriate size brush. Make sure no milk is left on any of these surfaces. Rinse in the hottest water that will come out of here, which is, this sink is 128 degrees, which is not quite hot enough to scald, so that I sanitize. It goes on the rack. Next, I clean my milk bucket. What I do is I pour a little bit of my hot soapy water, make sure every part of the surface is scrubbed in hot soapy water. Do the outside and then rinse in the hottest water I've got. Make sure it's rinsed thoroughly. I take some of my bleach water, pour it in there, and swish it around so it covers, you know. If I wasn't doing this on camera, I'd be more careful and make sure it's all covered. Put it in there. Same thing with the jar. Pour in some of my hot soapy water. Use the appropriate size brush. Make sure there's no milk particles at all left in there. Rinse with the hottest possible water. Make sure I get all the soap out. And it takes as long as it takes. I'm just doing this for demonstration. Pour some of my bleach water in there, rinse real well with the bleach water, pour it out. This then goes, so everything's in here now, sanitized, gets covered up, and it stays on the refrigerator free from any other contamination until 12 hours the next milking. Then I dump my water out, get my brushes rinsed. I've got too much soap, but get all the brushes rinsed. Then I leave the bleach water sitting in here for the next 12 hours so the rest of the bleach can dissipate. Then I dump it out down the sink. So I'm not dumping a bunch of Clorox into my septic tank every time. And then I have clean milk things for my next milking. The milk items have to be rinsed within seconds after you strain your milk and then cleaned and put up. Thank you.
Where's the red button?